Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is Understanding Oneness. But before we get into that, I'll remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. Now, the Buddha in his wisdom and compassion taught that all living things are part of a larger whole. Sometimes this gets misinterpreted to say that we are one with everything. And this is true in a certain way, but it's also not true in a certain way. And of course, that can be a bit confusing. Now, to help us understand this, many teachers have come up with many different ways to explain this through metaphors and analogies. There's Indra's net, for example. There's the teaching of the ocean and the waves. I personally like a joke that I heard several years ago, which goes like this. A Buddhist monk walks up to a hot dog vendor and says, "Make me one with everything." Okay, maybe it's not a great joke. However, the teaching of oneness is very important to understand. And to help us comprehend it, I brought a teaching aid. Now, this little guy is one of many houseplants in my garden. It's a pothos. It's a vining plant, as you can see. And what's cool about it is that as it grows, it has all of these individual leaves that come off a single vine. And these vines all go back to a single pot where it interconnects with the roots of other plants. What's even more cool is that if I were to take one of these leaves, place it into water for a short time, it would grow roots, and then I could plant a leaf with its roots to create a new plant. So the pothos, in that way, is a perfect example of oneness. Each individual leaf is a nirmanakaya, or physical body of the Buddha. That's us. The vines represent the Sambhogakaya, or joy body of the Buddha. That's Jizo, the Buddha of hell beings, or Kannon, the Buddha of compassion. And the soil and the pot represent the Dharmakaya, or the truth body of the Buddha. So we are all at the same time individuals and all part of a single whole. Now, when we understand the teaching of oneness, put that down, all of Buddhism suddenly makes sense. Because now we understand that we're all leaves on the same vine, and all of our vines go into the same pot. So when we show compassion to someone else on our vine, we're also showing compassion to ourselves. And when we use our inner wisdom to make our lives better, we make life better for everyone around us. So, bad hot dog jokes aside, we really are one with everything. Amitabha.